This is the plaintiff, James Edward Van Noy. He says the defendant, his son's ex-girlfriend, took his car without permission and rear-ended the car in front of her because she was rubbernecking. His son tried to cover it up by saying he backed into his car. His insurance company contacted him with the truth. And now that they've split up, he's out $2,720.43 in damages. So he's suing her. This is the defendant, Carlin. She says she took her boyfriend's car out one day and tapped the car in front of her going 5 miles an hour. No one made a big deal out of it until 3 months later when they split up. Now all of a sudden it's a federal case. She owes nothing because she doled out thousands of dollars for the plaintiff and his son over the years. And if anyone's owed money here, it's her. She's accused of a rear-ender.
All parties, please use your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says his son's now ex-girlfriend took his car without permission, wrecked it, and won't pay. She says it's all BS, and it's sour grapes because she broke up with the guy. It's the case of I don't break for exes.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
James Edward Van Noy.
Yes, ma'am.
You're suing your son's former girlfriend, Carlin, for $2,720.43 in damages that you say she did to your car, correct?
Correct.
What happened?
On December 15th, I met the defendant. I was introduced to her as my son's girlfriend. On December 23rd, I ended up getting all these letters in the mail from my insurance company. Then he told me that she's the one that wrecked it.
So you meet her, and 5 days later, you find out she crashed your son's car? Is it your car?
It was my car.
But your son had it?
My son had it.
How long had your son been driving it?
Probably like 5 months. When I originally seen the damage to the bumper, she didn't tell me she did it. My son said he backed into it with the tow truck. And then when I started getting all this stuff from my information from my insurance company, then he told me that she's the one that wrecked it.
Wow, I would expect my son, who's driving my car, to be more honest with me.
Well,
right?
I mean, she's his first relationship that I know of.
How old is he?
28.
All right, so did you borrow his car?
Yes, ma'am.
How long were you dating him?
Since the second week in October.
So just a couple months?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and what happened with the car?
So if you have a kid that's like 16, 17, 18, would you ever loan that kid's boyfriend or girlfriend your car? Pretend you're older.
No, I wouldn't. It's your insurance and your paycheck that.
Ain't that the truth? What do you say?
I would say yeah. If I would.
What?
Yeah. If I trusted my son or daughter with their boyfriend, then I probably would let it.
You know they could break up and it could be bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk. Going inside the courtroom.
I was driving. The lady in front of me slammed on the brakes. I barely had started to go again. I hit her at maybe like 2 miles per hour and put 2 little dents in the front bumper.
Do you have pictures of the damage?
Yes, I do on my phone.
Can I see them?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have pictures of the damage?
Yes.
Okay. So this was a low speed
Collision, yes,
incident, right? And how did it happen? Why weren't you traveling at a safe enough distance to
We were all going, the light had turned green. We were going, somebody turned in front of her. She slammed on the brakes. I slammed on my brakes right behind her, and I barely tapped her.
Okay, where'd you get the impression that she was rubbernecking?
I've got the police report.
Oh, let's see the police report.
She claimed she was going 2 miles an hour, but those hits, I drove tow truck for 38 years, and believe me, that's a stronger hit than a 2 mile per hour.
It's not much of a hit. I mean, it doesn't look like $3,000 worth of damage. What year car is this?
It's a 2006 Chrysler Pacifica. She rear-ended a...
I mean, the Blue Book value of the car is less than what you're, claiming for the repairs. When did this happen?
It happened November 30th.
And when did you and apparently you and his son have broken up already?
No, we were together until January 27th.
Right, but you're broken up now.
Yes.
Right, and between what date? November what?
It happened November 30th.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so from November 30th until January when you broke up, did he ever mention the repair to the car?
He said, can you repair the bumper? And I said, yes, and it was fine. And his son went to jail, and I was like, yeah, I'll repair it when I get more money, let alone I was paying all of their bills that were not mine, and also gave them more money.
Who's them?
Sean and him.
Why would you be giving James money?
Because Sean said he needed money.
Yeah, but did you give money to James or did you give money to
No,
Sean?
I gave money to James.
When did you give money to James?
Multiple times between December and January.
No, you're going to have to be more specific than that.
I don't know the days.
What'd you give him money for?
Because they needed money for Christmas and things like that.
Did she ever give you money?
No, ma'am.
She's making it up.
She never gave me no money.
Did you and the son have a bad breakup or no?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
How so?
Well, he got out of jail, and within 3 days we were broke up and he was being physically abusive. And I was pregnant at the time, and I lost the baby because of the physical abuse.
His baby? Did you tell that to the police?
It wasn't worth it. We live right across the street. Well, I currently am in the situation where I still live across the street from his son, and there's no point in doing things like that because his son has already towed my car, things like that, just being ignorant because I won't do what he wants.
Meaning? Get back with him or repair the car? Meaning what?
Meaning I won't get back with him.
When did you get this estimate? You got it for court in
I
February?
got it for court for Downey.
No, it just seems like a really ridiculously high estimate for this damage. Did you take it to a second place to get another estimate?
No, that's the closest one to my house.
Based on the Blue Book value of the car, based on the damage that I'm seeing, and I'm going to assess what I think is a fair value for the repair because this repair exceeds by a lot of money, what the car's worth even. I'm finding in your favor in the amount of $1,500, and I have to issue a judgment against you for that amount because I think it's going to cost close to that to go ahead and fix it. That's my judgment. Good luck, folks.
Well, the plaintiff's awarded a judgment for $1,500. It's a lot less than what he was seeking. Carlin, how do you feel about what
I feel like it's fair because
okay
I
with
think
that?
that was way too much money to be asking for to begin with the
Well,
little damages.
The judge agreed to. And
Yeah.
you said you would put a new bumper on there. It's
I
just
said
a
I
bumper,
would.
right?
Yes, exactly, and he was never okay with that.
You know, it's a shame you didn't have some kind of proof or evidence that you did give them money. You kept saying you gave them money, and then when the judge asked you to be specific, you said it's nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything. How much do you think you gave them?
Probably at least $3,000 to $4,000.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And you don't have any proof to prove that?
No, I mean, I have my bank accounts, but I pulled it out in cash and gave it to him.
Well, that's such a shame. You probably could have gotten, off
Yeah.
totally had you been able to prove that.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Here comes the plaintiff, Mr. Van Noy. You were suing for $2,700 damages. As the judge says, that's even more than the car is worth. You're getting $1,500. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. What about she said she gave you at least $4,000 and you said she didn't give you anything?
She didn't give me nothing.
Wow, that's kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. Good luck.
Thank you
okay.
very much.
Interesting case. Now, Army?
I'm just going to repeat what I said to this gentleman, that, it may be that your 17-year-old thinks it's true love, but it almost never is. They're going to break up, and then you may end up holding the bag.